I got something to say, or like, I've actually got a lot of things to say, but I haven't said them in ages, so yeah, we come to this. Like, I need to make a video explaining that I've got some things to say, and yeah, how I'm going to be saying them. I hope that's good with you guys. I can't really say why it would be, but hell, what do I know, man. Also, I didn't kill anyone's babies. Most of the world's struggling to even do that, but I hope you guys are well, and I thought we should chat. Because, I don't know, it's just like a good idea, and it seems like the best way for me to cross the gap thing, yeah, and to give you a sort of like logical heads up for things ahead, because knowing me, they won't be logically presented. I'm being realistic. I know how I work, or don't, or whatever way you want to spin it. The truest power thingy comes from knowing thyself. Did anyone ever say that? They probably didn't. Yeah, well, I tried to quote it, pretend they did. You know, give me some grind here, huh? You can't just always take. I never know how to introduce vlogs, in case you hadn't realized, well, truly by this point. And I don't know how to light vlogs, so I think it's just set on underwater because that mode works well. I found that hilarious, which is probably part of why I keep doing it. Like, the setup is not great, it's not ideal, it's not even acceptable. Well, I gotta accept it, so there's that. So it's just life. It's a pile of dicks, it is. Speaking of life being a pile of dicks, on to the main thing. I want to talk about lots of things. Not political. Just like, one thing I realize a lot on here is that one of the most important things you can do is just be there for people, right? That makes sense. Like, a lot of times I've not wanted to talk about things, and people are like, I wish you'd say that, because like I was feeling that, and just having someone else say that would have been nice. I'm like, fuck, you idiot. I should have said something. And it's another surprise. I've always really cared about people. I don't like you. I like you guys, but I don't like people in general, because, I don't know, people are mean. Why? I mean, well, I understand why, which is part of why I make these videos, but I care about people. I can't just care about games, and I can't just care about nothing, and I can't just be indifferent and be like, ooh, life great, haha, you know, because it's not. And I want to do something about that in whatever ways I can. I don't really know what this are. So I've come to this, just like, talk about things, but in a not actually what's going on type way things, and like politics except with not politics, and you know, basically the opposite of what everyone else is doing. It feels like our world's all like grifting on the negativity, or trying to be like, yeah, everything's fine, and I think most of us realize it's not. So, like, are you sitting there like, what's he talking about? Everything's wonderful. Where are you? You Mars? Can I come? It's probably better there. I'll literally pack up immediately, or like, if you can isekai me, go for it. Sorry, I hit my mic. Well, it shouldn't be there. Oh no, wait, it needs to be there. For once, I didn't make the mistake of leaving my mic a mile away from me. Boy, am I paying for it. I can't fix the world. I can't talk about big things. Well, I could. I refuse to talk about big things because f them. I'm sorry, but there's enough of it, and you don't need more of it, alright? But if I could just talk and be like reassuring in that other people are feeling like similarly to you, or trying to process it too, then that'd be good, right? I kind of feel like our world is headed for some choppy times. To put it lightly. Like, I feel like I felt for a long time we were probably heading towards another sort of time of change. Like, it was, the signs were there, like some sort of Mufasa and Simba BS. That was a monkey drawing baby lions on a tree. Yeah, but that was a better version. See, this is why we have the problems, because we don't have monkeys drawing lions, you know? It all adds up if you have brain damage. Well, I have brain damage, so I guess I'm in charge of this bus. Buckle up, kids. I think things are about to get a bit changeable. I can always be a bit bumpy. It's nice to have people there with you. It's like when your bus has gone off a cliff, but at least there's someone on the seat in the bus beside you, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's not actually as reassuring as I wanted it to be, but hell, whatever. Maybe there's a net at the bottom. Let's pretend there is. Regardless, our world just like, it is, and we're all in it, so I don't know. I wanted to try to follow this thing I've always believed in, which was just trying to make the world a better place. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, because I'm dumb as hell and twice as ugly. But nobody else is doing anything. You know, everyone's just like, oh, politics, brah. But then everyone comes at each other from the two sides, and then just standing in the middle, like, I see why you idiots are fighting each other, but you also should know it's really stupid and it's not helping. It's like the Civil War in Skyrim, where you can see why everyone's doing it and you can see all the points, but also everyone's a complete fucking moron. If only reality wasn't like that. Well, it is, but we can't level up or kill dragons, so it's pretty inferior, really. Games win again, guys. Gotta get better. Unfortunately, it's not my part to do that. I wish I had one of those Death Note things. No, that'd be bad. Yeah, that would be bad. It would be funny, though. Some days. Few of the days. I would have fun, right? Yeah, it'd be great. But put it simply, whatever the world holds ahead, I want to be more communicative. Yeah, that word. I want to be able to talk about things a bit more in like a making you feel less alone type way, okay? It's going to be hard because I don't want to be political about it, and I don't want to talk about, the latest saucy issues. Because, frankly, ugh, I don't want any of that crap. What is wrong with people? There's so much good you could be doing instead of caring about who's banging who or whatever crap. It's just, our world's got to get back to like ethics and caring about each other. It's at the root of most of our problems. But I don't know. I've got to try, and I've got to learn, and I've got to make an effort to do the things I believe in. So here's me, bare my soul. I'm not trying to sound ominous or like the world's about to explode. It might, but it probably won't. But if it does, I'll make a video about it. See, I got you covered, and it'll be great. We'll be there together. I want to be here for you more in more ways and do better. Not in like that do better type way that people say to people who are blatantly incapable of doing better because they don't know better. You know that? It's like that hand clapping thing people do when they're trying to communicate something, but it makes them sound like a seal. But then seals are cooler, Humanity, I despair. One of these days, we're gonna explode. Oh yeah, back to that. See, it all ties together in a back when Disney was good type Disney way. Ugh. Anyway, I think I should end here because I've come back to the bit where Mufasa buggers off. Except I'm going to do it in like a less traumatic way, and that I'm just going to shut the up and turn the camera off. You're welcome. I hope you appreciate what I'm sacrificing in myself for this. I love you guys. I really do. And I really hope that my basic message came through with this. I'm going to be making vlogs. I'm going to be talking about stuff. I realize it's the really wet way of doing things. You're supposed to be contentious, like be contentious, attract views. Make everything worse, make everyone at each other's throat, but this becomes a surprise, but being a is not an ascended state of being. Huh? That was pretty profound. It's also pretty demonetizable, but oh well, sometimes it's needs said, not my fault. I'm sure I could present this better, or did in better ways, but I don't actually have the capacity yet. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna try to I hope I got the basic message across here. I hope you guys are prepared. Don't worry, it's not fine. I hope going ahead that I'll make videos that will make you feel a little less alone and a little less confused maybe, and no, that's not likely. That's a fair point. More certain in yourself. You can go like, well, that guy's a fucking idiot. I know how I feel, and it's the opposite of how DE does. No, I don't want that result. Okay, we'll avoid that result. Feel less alone. That's the goal. See why this is hard? Because in our world of many different views, it's quite hard to say things that just everyone can feel lifted by, but that's my goal. Wow, we got to where I actually wanted to go. Alright, time to bugger off before I say stupid things again. Thank you for listening to me, and I appreciate you being here for this very blurry heads up, but I hope it did actually give you a heads up and didn't just hurt your head. That's pretty good too, if I just say so my idiotic self. Whoa, zing! Take care of yourselves, alright? Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, prepare for comfort, godliness. We're at one of those situations in the world and life in general where I think like a few things can only get ever so slightly worse before they literally just break. So, yeah, hell, what can we do wrong? Take care of yourselves again. I'll see you in other things in the near future, Wah!